Wow, what an incredible experience we had at the 3ABN rally in Jamaica. From powerful worship to life-changing testimonies, God truly showed up in a mighty way. Before we head back home, let's hear our team's thoughts on this amazing journey. Hey Jill, what was your favorite moment at the 3ABN rally here in Jamaica?
I don't even know, Ricky, if I could pick a single moment. They were all so incredibly special. I think my favorite moments would be connecting in with our 3ABN family, greeting them and hugging them and hearing their stories, praying with them and for them. And just, we love the people here in Jamaica. We've had an incredible time just being able to network and connect in. People had their birthdays while we were there at the rally, and we met people over 100 and people very, very young. Just an incredible time networking and connecting. We love our 3ABN family.
Hi, Sister Angie. How did you feel to worship with the people of Jamaica?
It was wonderful. It was like home. I felt like, because I'm Jamaican, and I feel like I was worshiping with my people in my yard. I absolutely loved it. I understand the culture being raised in a Jamaican home. So it was warm and wonderful and a blessing.
Greg and Jill, was there a testimony or interaction that stood out to the both of you?
Yeah, so many of them, but one that really sticks out to me is the young people that have been so impacted by the ministry of 3ABN. Many of them said, hey, we've been children and we are children of 3ABN because we started out on Tiny Tots, Kids Time, all that up through their years. Now they're at the university. But yeah, it's so exciting to see the young people that are excited about the ministry of 3ABN.
I think a story that stood out for me would be Mary. We met Mary at the Andrews Memorial, Seventh Adventist Church on Friday night. What an incredible story. She's been watching 3ABN for 5 years.
That's right.
The Lord's been working in her life. Mary actually owns a bar and runs a bar, but she said, I was convicted. I need to set that aside, and she wants to join herself to the Seventh-day Adventist
Amen.
Church. What an incredible testimony.
Hey Jasmine, what surprised you the most about the rallies?
Let's see. I wasn't surprised that they were warm and accommodating and lovely because that's what we Jamaicans do. But I was surprised at how organized they were because they had someone assigned to us from the minute we stepped out of the bus. She took care of the booths, laid out our products, and I was surprised about the production team. Did not expect that, and there was a host that went through the congregation, asked questions. It was just so engaging, so lovely, so well organized. So that's what surprised me. Oh, and the other thing too is I was surprised at the amount of people that came out because I know there was another event happening on the island that day, an Adventist event. So I was pleasantly surprised and happy that we had so many people coming out.
Hey Pastor John, how did you see God working during this event?
Well, one of the things that really stood out to me is that people sensed a higher level of commitment to spiritual integrity. And they really commended 3ABN for the fact that we are holding the reins, as one lady said. We are not compromising the truth. So I saw God reminding us of the importance of going back home, going back to 3ABN, and continuing, as Danny would say, proclaiming an undiluted message. Because much of the world is being diluted by something or another. And so God had encouraged us, what you're doing, continue to do it. And my name will be glorified and the mission of heaven and 3ABN will be accomplished.
Danny, what was it like to see how much 3ABN means to the people here in Jamaica?
Well, it was a blessing to us, and so many came up and said what a blessing 3ABN is to them, but to meet the people individually, and there was a huge crowd and a lot of people, and we had a long day, but it was a great day, and it's a blessing because Jesus said, go ye into all the world, and to see that 3ABN has had an impact on so many people, of course, to me brings great joy, and because we realize the gospel is going around the world, and so it's a privilege to be in Jamaica, but we're headed home back to Illinois in the cold weather now.
Hey Tim, what's one thing you're taking away from this experience?
Every time we travel, especially when it's international, I'm reminded of what an impact 3ABN has around the world. I met so many young people who were interested in music and who were playing piano, and I'm an inspiration to them. It has nothing to do with me except for the fact that God uses each one of us, and so we each have an opportunity to influence each other. And so 3ABN is certainly influential in the lives of these people watching. So it's exciting to be a part of a ministry that is impacting the world for God's kingdom.
Hey Rodney, how has this trip inspired you in your own ministry?
Hi, from 3ABN Trinidad and Tobago perspective, it has been priceless. Mary, who watched 3ABN for 5 years, that runs a bar, has now accepted the Lord and was baptized yesterday, and that was one of our highlights. Saving souls is priceless. You can't put a price tag on somebody's life or somebody's soul. Changing life for eternity is what 3ABN do. Around the world, in Trinidad and Tobago, in the Caribbean, wherever we go, that is our goal, to add value and to change people's lives.
Dr. Yvonne, what would you say to someone who's never attended a 3ABN rally before?
If you are anywhere near where the rally is being held, please come. It is such a blessing. It's a blessing for us because it's a high spiritual day. You could just sense the presence of the Lord, and we get to fellowship, we get to see you. You always see us, but we don't get to see you. So it's really a great, great opportunity for us to get together, for us to worship together, and for us to see a little taste of heaven here on earth.
Greg, if you could send a message to our 3ABN family here in Jamaica, what would it be?
Now that's a good question, Ricky. I would say don't lose faith. You're not alone. You're here for a reason and a purpose, and Jesus loves you, so don't give up your hope and faith in Jesus Christ. He's right there beside you.
Our hearts are full from everything we experienced in Jamaica. Seeing how God is using 3ABN to bless lives was unforgettable. Thank you to everyone who came out. You are a part of the 3ABN family. Let us know in the comments how the rallies impacted you, and stay tuned for more testimonies and moments from this trip. God bless.